Hey guys, Daily Man here, and I've got to show you an Evolve video, which I know not many of you have heard of or got. Let's do a winner takes all game right now. I'm going to show you about the Hunters, which there are 4 types from Assault, Trapper, Medic, and Support. I'm having a look at the Assaults right now. There's Markov, Bert's Markov, which is basically the same but with a different suit. Hyde, which I think is the funniest, because of the things he says when he gets down, when he gets killed and all that, and Parnell, which is actually quite a long-range threat. Obviously there's Season 1 and Season 2 type hunters, which obviously I have not got yet, but I do want soon, so hopefully I can get... Whoops. Oh yeah, and for each hunter you can select a certain perk which can increase the combat stuff. Maggie, which has a pet trapjaw, which can help track down the monster, which is actually quite useful. Wasteland Maggie, this time Daisy has a flamethrower on his back, which obviously Hyde wanted. Griffin, which is a movie star who has sound spikes, which can help hear the monster from quite far. And Abe, which has stasis grenade, which can dramatically slow the monster's movement. Obviously, like I said, there's Season 1 and Season 2. Jack, I think, is the funniest Trapper, because he's a bit of a baby, because every time he gets down it's like, please someone get me up, because so I can run far away. Okay, here we have the medics. Valerie, which is a soldier, a spy. Her armor-piercing sniper rifle could put on a weak spot on the monster's armor, which can help teammates get more hits, more armor loss for him. Rogueval, her chain med gun can heal multiples, but the main person she targets gets the most healed, while the others get a bit less. Lazarus is not really much of a medic, but his Lazarus gun device can revive people without any strength whatsoever, so every time they get down, they're not dead, they're not fully dead. And even if they are dead, he can use his Lazarus device to bring them back. And Kara, which is basically the adrenaline medic, has the healing grenade launcher, which can heal multiple targets at once. These two again. I'm sure you've all seen the YouTube video of Emmett and his stupid dropship conversations. They're completely messed up. And support. Hank and Tech Sergeant Hank, Shield Protector and Shield Charger, both good for defenses. Bucket, which is good for locating the monster and guarding over specific locations. And Cabot, good for boosting the entire hunter's damage capability. Now, I'm going to show you the monsters. Now, the monsters are a lot more powerful than the hunters, but the hunters still outnumber it. Especially when you have Lazarus. You need to basically knock him out all the time. But the Wraith, I think, is pretty good, because he has a decoy which he automatically turns invisible unless he's been slowed by certain grenades, like stasis grenades, or is being burnt. Slowly being burnt. The Behemoth is probably the most powerful monster there is. The Goliath is the brawler of the team of monsters. The Kraken is the air threat, and the Gorgon, which I have not got yet, which is a sneaky little bitch, but she always ends up pouncing on you all the time. It really pisses me off. Okay, here we have... Let's start from the Goliath. Oh yeah, there's also different types of Goliath, and different skins. The Goliath, Rock Throw, Elite Smash, Fire Breath, and Charge. Rock Throw is great for doing extreme amounts of damage, and Fire Breath good for burning targets. Meteor Goliath's Fire Breath, however, and all of his attacks, burn enemies. His Fire Breath does double the damage. Kraken, which is an air threat, he is good for keeping the hunters away from him. His Banshee Mines can stop the hunters in their path. to make them deal with the Banshee Mines instead. Vortex is good for pushing them back away from you, so you can get away. And Aftershock is great for dealing high amounts of damage. But Elder Kraken, thankfully they managed to release him. The Chain Lightning will be able to show where the enemies are, because obviously Chain Lightning, Death Spiral slowly deals damage to enemies inside of it. Lightning Strike is basically the same, and Banshee Missile does quite high damage to a certain hunter, or hunters. Now, I was talking to you about the Wraith. The decoy makes him to automatically turn invisible, while the decoy himself actually deals damage until it runs out. The abduction is great for keeping hunters away. Warp Blast deals high damage, and so does Supernova, but Supernova you need to get up close. The Behemoth, the best monster I've ever played as. His Tongue Grab, like you can use Lava Bomb, then Tongue Grab to get the hunters to get burnt. Fissure is great for following the terrain, and Rockroll can stop the hunters from dealing damage to you, which I think is pretty good. And the Gorgon, I hate, because she always ends up pouncing. She looks absolutely disgusting. Spider Trap's good for keeping hunters away from you. Basically a diversion for you to evolve, to feed, etc. Acid Spit and Web Snare go well together to deal quite high amounts of damage, and Mimic basically makes a decoy of yourself to deal damage as well. Now I'm going to show you the Alkalides and what you need to do. I'm not going to show you all of them, because my hands are actually starting to hurt right now. Right, so here are the general medals, which basically you need to sort of, as a hunter or as a monster, whatever. Most of them are for hunters. Like here, kill, 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 kill. Those could be for a monster or hunters.